Look, The Boys is a good, fun show. It's satisfying, it's bizarre, it's fast-paced, but it's not without its flaws. Yes, it does have flaws. Look, I get it. It was never Game of Thrones when it came to minute details and plans, but that doesn't make it immune to criticism. So my main issue is with the V, specifically Temp V. I'm not gonna deny that it gave us satisfying action scenes, but the problem is that Butcher and Huey just suddenly became better and stronger than the 7. There were weird inconsistencies when it came to superpowers. Homelander's punch can kill Noir, but not Maeve. And apparently, if you take a dose of Temp V, you won't die from Homelander's punch. You know what, maybe they should just start giving it to the 7 in hopes to match Butcher in strength. Look, I know it's symbolism, that Butcher basically became the exact thing he hated, and still hates, which is Homelander, but it kinda feels cheap. My second issue is with Frenchie. Frenchie's storyline with Kimiko was a waste of time in my opinion. In Season 1, Frenchie had a role to play in everything, and we learned a lot about his sad childhood throughout the season, which made him an interesting character. But now the show wants to forcefully remind us about his sad childhood and constantly tell us that he is smart without actually showing it. The whole story with Nina was uninteresting, and when it finally reached its conclusion, he had to choose between Kimiko and his ex. There was tension there, and it seemed like we were getting something meaningful out of it. The show picks the easy way out, and they all survive. Not even his ex dies. It feels like her part in the story ended. I guess she should have died there to add meaning to her story. Which finally brings us to Black Noir. Look, I didn't really care much about this character. Yes, he had funny scenes sprinkled here and there since Season 1, but this season it seemed like he had a big part to play in the finale. The show was building him up to eventually fight Soldier Boy or even Homelander, but instead he goes to Homelander and gets punched to death, almost split in half with his intestines falling out. It was a very disappointing ending to all this build-up. Maybe it would have made more sense if he was the one who sacrificed himself instead of Maeve to kill Soldier Boy, but then he dies and Soldier Boy lives, which is still a sad ending to his story, but I guess it's a more meaningful one. Or maybe I'm just wrong, I don't know. Let me know what you think.